Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to LA Dodger Report, breaking down the Game 1 loss of the World Series. What went wrong, and a couple of positives that we can look forward to for the rest of the series. First of all, let's go over a couple of the things that went wrong. There were some small things that added up, really did conspire to go against the Dodgers when all brought together. For example, first inning, Clayton Kershaw immediately had a bad inning, but a little bit of it was due to a second chance that batter Mookie Betts got. Now, Mookie popped up behind first base. David Freese, who I think we can all agree should be out there on the field, David Freese tried to make the play on the pop-up. It had been raining in Boston, and he kind of was running into a very large mud puddle. Yasiel Puig wasn't able to run over in time, and I couldn't tell, and I don't know if Boston wins had anything to do with playing with that foul ball. But the point was, Freese didn't catch it. One stroke against the Dodgers. Betts gets a second chance. The pop-up isn't caught. He gets to bat, and what happens? He singles and ends up stealing second base. Now he's standing at second base. Had that pop-up been caught, there's no runner. Kershaw gives up another single. Now this single again down the right field line, it went over to Yasiel Puig. Betts is coming around to score. There's no way that Puig is going to throw out the fast Betts coming around to score on that play. But Yasiel, being Yasiel, came up firing. Threw to home, no chance to get the guy, a really bad throw, very high, and that gifted second base to Mistakis, not Mistakis, he's with the Brewers, but the other guy, Benedetti, something like that, Benihana. He gets a gift to second base. Now, that guy shouldn't have been there because really Puig should have come up throwing to second base, holds the runner at first, and there's nobody in scoring position. But that didn't happen. Strike two against the Dodgers. And what happens? Dodger killer J.D. Martinez comes up, whack right off Kershaw, and here comes the second run to score, and the Dodgers are in a hole. What happens later? Jock Peterson, fresh into the game after pinch hitting, he's in left field. There's another pop fly to left field. 9 times out of 10, it gets caught. This was time number 10. Jock Peterson in an unfamiliar outfield, cold off the bench, does maybe bad positioning out in the field, but he doesn't make it to catch the ball. It drops. It's a single. Another stroke against the Dodgers that should have possibly been an out. You want to count 2 more? Manny Machado made great plays out in the field and just missed generating 2 double plays that were outrun by just fractions, man, by fractions of an inch. The Dodgers missed those double plays. And instead of being out of innings, the Red Sox stayed batting and the damage continued. So all of those things really conspired against the Dodgers to give them a hard time and give them a higher hill to climb. But despite all of that, even though all of that happened, the Dodgers were fighting, battling, scratching. They were in that game. They were right there. It was a dogfight, back and forth. Dodger pitching, even no matter how bad Kershaw was, the Sox were never really able to like pull away with that lead. And the Dodgers bats were doing pretty well enough that they were able to keep the game close. So what happens? Helicopter. Excuse me. Um, what happens? Seventh inning, close game. And Dave Roberts makes the bad call of the night that really turned the game. What happened was Julio Urias had turned in a good inning in the sixth inning. It was really the best inning of pitching that the Dodgers had up until that point. Urias had a stress-free inning. He starts the seventh inning, and he gives up a ground rule double. Batter now at base runner at second. Roberts comes out with the hook, quick hook. No problem there. I don't question this decision. He brings in Pedro Baez. No problem there. I don't question this decision. Baez has been nails. He's been lights out. Roberts pulled the correct string. And it was proven when Baez picks up 2 strikeouts. Strikes out 2 guys in the inning. In between there was sandwiched a well-advised intentional walk to J.D. Martinez, the Dodger killer. Some people didn't like that call for the intentional walk. I say Dodger killer Martinez, get him out. Neutralize him. Baez still came back after that walk, and he got a second strong strikeout and was looking great. Then Roberts outmanages himself. He gets cute, and he goes out there and he pulls Baez, who's nailing the Red Sox, and he brings in Alex Wood. Why? He explained later that he liked the matchup of Wood and the guy who was coming up. Alex Cora, rookie World Series manager, but no slouch, acts on the new pitcher and brings in a pinch hitter. Now, what does Roberts do? Well, Roberts says, I like that matchup. After pulling out the horse and bringing in the home run kid, who's got the nickname for the wrong reason, Alex Wood, gave up a big bomb in the NLDS. Alex Wood, who gave up a big bomb in the NLCS, is now standing on the mound with the game on the line, and 2 men on. Alex Cora has inserted a brand new pinch hitter. Roberts leaves him in there, says, I like the matchup. What happened? Kablooey. 3-run bomb. Game over. Dodgers were cut off at the knees, and they bled out for the last 2 innings. A lot of people say, hey, the Dodgers would have lost anyway. It was 5-4. They never scored any more runs, so it wasn't that decision. No, it was that decision. That's what sealed the deal for the Sox. It took the air out of the Dodgers. There was no coming back. And that's the turning point and why they lost the game. Spilt milk, all right? It's over. Horse out of the barn and whatever else they say. Let's pick up another couple of positives, though, from last night's game. Positives on the offense. Some people are knocking the offense. 1 for second with 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Yeah, well, Manny Machado came up big with 3 RBIs. Manny Machado had a sacrifice fly. He did come up with bases loaded, and he hit one off the end of his bat, but he still got a run in. Sac fly run, he hit a hard ball that he blistered right up the middle, out, but he got the run in. So Machado picked up 3 RBIs. The Dodger bats were doing very well with the singles and hitting the singles type of strategy. They were peppering unhittable Chris Sales from the get-go, from the beginning of the game, except the first inning. But pretty much for the rest of the time that Sales was in there, they were peppering the guy. And why? It was base hits. Yes. I'll leap like this to another great positive was Matt Kemp, who came in. It wasn't a single, but Matt Kemp's your DH. So you want him swinging big anyway, really, if the situation presents itself. And he did. And he picked up a big home run over the Green Monster. The positives are that the singles strategy works. It worked against the Brewers. Remember, the Dodgers were having a hard time. They got saved by a Justin Turner big home run, and they scored and won when they went to the singles hitting strategy. During that, and then they went right back in trouble again and lost when they went right back to launch angle, and they couldn't do it. How did they win in game 7? It was launch angle. That's what ended up winning. So I'm not completely against that strategy because it got them this far. But what else helped get them this far in the playoffs has been going to singles, going to short strokes, two-strike kind of philosophy, and building rallies and advancing runners. That worked against Milwaukee's vaunted bullpen. That was working in game 1, and that's a positive that these guys really need to work on and continue going. They asked Roberts about this. Really quick side note. They asked Roberts about this, and how come, it works when the Dodgers do it? Why do they keep returning the home runs? And Roberts said, we actually do talk to them in the hitters' meetings, and we try to tell the guys to go to the short stroke, to go for the base hit, to go with the pitches that they give you. But once the guys get in the box, everybody's Cody Bellinger last night trying to swing for the fences and not working out. So we've got to return. What did Cody do? Well, he did have a base hit on his night back, the big base hit to win the game. But, and he also hit a home run. But they can't just be playing launch angle. It's not going to work. And what's very successful for them is those singles. So I don't worry a whole lot about the offense. The other positive was the bullpen. Urias has been lights out. Baez has been money. So I don't fear too much our pitching. I'm feeling positive. Yes, we lost one that maybe we could have stolen. But I tell you what, it's a 7-game series, and I'm feeling good that the boys have got their bats going. If they keep a clear head in the batter's box, and if they take the pitches that they're given, we're looking for the Dodgers to score more runs than the Sox, and that's all you got to do to win. All right, so good luck. Let's cheer the boys on tonight. Hyunjin Ryu in Boston. Look out for that one, folks. We'll see you next time. LA Dodger Report. Peace.